They're replacing the carpet in the hallway outside, and they have been going at it all freaking day. It has not been quiet enough for me to shoot something until it has almost been too late for me to shoot something. I have several ideas for videos, but none of them have really been fleshed out enough for me to be confident in, like, okay, that's what I'm going to do today. And thinking about that has actually gotten me thinking about what I'm probably going to talk to you in this video. I don't know, we'll see when it's done. Life for me has been a little weird since Tuesday, ever since I had my run-in with seizure auras again for the first time in like 2 years or so. And I kind of sunk into a little bit of depression. Now, depression is kind of a sucky thing to deal with because unlike alcoholism or drug use, you can't really say I'm recovering blah. There's not a word. Depressive? I'm recovering depressive? There's not a noun for people who have depression. They're just people who have depression. So you could say I'm a recovering people who have depression. No. But there's also something weird about it, and that depression is a spectrum, that nobody on earth avoids being depressed some of the time, and saying that you have depression simply really means that you have those depressing times more often than you are able to handle reasonably. With alcoholism, you can decide, I am never ever ever going to have a drink, where you can't really do that with depression. You can't just say, you know what? I'm never going to be sad for fear that I'll start being sad more frequently, and who knows, maybe I might start binge sadnessing. But one of the things that's similar is that once you've identified the problem, it's not something that ever really goes away. If you have not had a drink in 10 years, it doesn't make you suddenly not an alcoholic, and if you've not been severely depressed for a while, it doesn't mean that you don't suffer from depression. And in my own experiences, my life in the past few years is very, very good, and I am not depressed most of the time, but sometimes I don't want to get out of bed, and I have trouble focusing, and I have trouble being productive, and I have trouble finding any reason to do anything at all, because just why? And the dumb thing is it makes it hard for me to do the things that actually make me happy, like making videos. I have no idea what I'm actually talking about in this one. I really just turned on the camera because of deadlines, rather than like super energy happiness to make a video. But it's been my experience that there are really two ways to fight back the lethargy, and one of them is to go and do super cool things all the time. When I was in London, I got up like at the first alarm. Actually, I got up before my alarm because I was super excited to like start the day and do things. It was, yeah. But the problem with that is that it's just chasing a high, and you will eventually get used to it. After about 7 days, you'll start staying in bed and going, why? And you'll have to go to another country, and eventually you'll run out of countries. The other solution isn't optimal, but it does work, and that's simply get through the day, do as much as you can, and know that the next day you're going to feel a little better or a little worse, and it doesn't really matter, because time will simply make that happen, whether you try to have any sort of impact on it or not. What's important is to make sure that you don't let it ruin your life while you are sad, by doing stupid things, like not making a Friday video. That would not be getting back on the horse. That would be getting trampled by the horse. I should probably introduce metaphors before I extend them, but horse, you've been ridden.